are here at Luckenbach, Texas, famous for, of course, made popular or made famous by the song Luckenbach, Texas. So let's talk a little bit about road tripping. Road tripping is kind of getting in your car and getting intentionally lost. It kind of goes along the lines of the famous writer J.R.R. Tolkien, who said, "Not all those who wander are lost." Road tripping is intentionally getting lost. Now, we're going to illustrate road tripping with the iPhone here in this wide spot in the road, Luckenbach, Texas. My first tip in road tripping is simple. Don't overplan. There's a balance between serendipity and spontaneity and then research and planning. On this, all as I knew is that I wanted to come here and that I had to spend an hour here. That's pretty much it. All the details I'm leaving to serendipity and spontaneity. You can see these old signs, all these retro and vintage signs. I'm going to get a whole bunch of them. They just look cool. Wow, look at this. So a lot of times when you see a facade like this, it's perfect because look at it, it's in the shade. So we don't really have any tricky kind of light here. This is what we'd call indirect light or soft light. It's all covered by this rooftop, so we can just pretty much have our way and shoot our way through the scene. And like when you get to a cool spot like this, the very first thing you probably want to do is make sure you get your wide shot. Get that wide shot first, and then think about the details. Don't get distracted, with the details to start with. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm gonna get the door. This is an outhouse ATM, okay. Love all this texture. I'm gonna go in and shoot a couple shots of this and kind of add it to my texture library. So if I ever want to use it and composite it. You can see this light right here too. Oh, we have this, what they call is dappled light. So we have the sun in the west, later afternoon. It's kind of coming across this. So if we expose for this, if we put our exposure reticle right on the highlights, which would be right in here, then this will be properly exposed and all of this will be dark on the inside, and that's the effect that we want. If we just actually took our camera and shot it like that, all of this would be exposed and this would be overexposed. So I'm going to do just that. I'm going to get down a little bit lower. And that looks super moody. Oh, I love this shot. And it will feel almost vignetted. And that's a natural vignette because the exposure will be right on the guitar itself. Here's where we are, Luckenbach, Texas. So it's always significant. There's tons of signs here, but this is a key sign because it not only sets the shots within a context, it also provides kind of caption data for us. So I'm going to take a couple of shots of the Luckenbach sign. We're talking about road tripping and just shooting cool things. I can't shoot this with my iPhone. I mean, I can shoot it, but you got lots of highlights here. And then you got the subject, which is in deep shadows. So you have to make a choice. Do you want to stick with the highlights or you stick with the shadows? In this case, if I expose for the highlights, this would go black. If I expose for this, this would be washed out. So you can't have both. You pick your poison. Which one do you like? Obviously, the door is the most critical part of the shot. So I'm going to expose for the door. That means I'm going to zoom with my feet and not my fingers. I'm going to get closer to it and make sure that I eliminate this. That looks really cool. I think there's like a misconception when you're road tripping that everything you shoot is like fantastic. That's not the case. This is literally a wide spot in the road, and you got to work to get the shots that you want. It takes a little time, a little thinking, a little imagination, a little creativity, but it is worth the effort. Let's keep exploring. I want to shoot inside the store. Let's see what we can get.